It's Madden.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 12 carries, 116 yards, and a
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purcell. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Purcell.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
On 1st down, Purcell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Purcell.
This one swung out to Williams.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, and they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 57 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Farrell. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Farrell. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
a
that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
On 3rd down, Purcell. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt, but no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one. Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Farrell.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's complete. He finds Falk here.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and
1. Back to throw again. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Farrell.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. On 1st and 10, Farrell.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Farrell. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Back to throw. Farrell.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Operating from the gun. Farrell.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. Looking to throw. Purcell. It's caught on the right side. Williams. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline, you know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. To throw on third down, Purcell. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They run once more with Taylor.
Gets past one man.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Throwing on first down. Farrell.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Open man is Chase, complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Farrell. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
1 yard is the game. And now they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Farrell, touchdown!
Kyle Pitts
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Lumberjacks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So message received here. No need to wait.
Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off the play fake. Farrell. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Farrell.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown lead.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Lumberjacks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Purcell. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Purcell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 3rd down, Farrell.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purcell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Purcell. And that will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Sets up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
2nd and 5.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, Purcell. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Purcell. And And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw. Purcell.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The Rams on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on third and inches.
On first and 10, Purcell. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
To throw on second down, Purcell. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Rams first down.
Throwing on first down, Purcell. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
12 more yards. That's another Rams first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Second and 10.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Rams on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and 5. Looking to throw. Purcell. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
It's complete. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Back to throw. Farrell. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
On first down, Farrell. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Purcell. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Purcell. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Farrell. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lumberjacks are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Rams ready to go on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Purcell. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Purcell. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Purcell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action, Purcell. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Rams.
On 1st and 10, Purcell. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. Purcell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Gets around him, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Down inside the 40.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.